Hey guys, it's Generalkidd here. How's everyone doing today? So, for today's video, we are going to be tackling the question of, can you save the Longsword on the mission The Storm in Halo 3? So, at the end of this mission, The Storm, your final objective is to destroy the last AA turret near the end of the mission. And as you approach that AA turret that you're supposed to blow up before Lord Hood's fleet arrives, a Longsword in the sky will be scripted to fly in, and it will get shot down by the AA turret. And it's a direct hit, and it'll crash and go boom. And like I said, that's pretty much scripted to happen. So, for this video, we'll see if we can save that Longsword. But before we get into that, I want to first give a big shout out to my sponsor, Instant Gaming. If y'all are in the market for some cheap games or great deals on other games, then look no further than Instant Gaming. Here you'll be able to find great deals on many of your favorite games across numerous platforms. So that's something you're in the market for and want to help support my channel in the process, then feel free to check it out via the link in the description below. Alrighty, so to save that Longsword, we actually tried quite a few experiments to see what we can do. And this is basically what we finally came up with, and you know, it works pretty well. It's just the results are a little, well, interesting, which you'll see later. But basically what you want to do is, you can start from the second rally point of the mission and just progress normally through the mission. And once you get to this part, you can skip all the enemies, don't worry about them. Just don't go ahead though. Do not go any more forward than this area, otherwise you'll load in the Longsword and it'll get shot down. Instead, what you want to do is jump up here to this section and then do a quick crouch jump across that ledge and then jump off again. It may take you a few tries if you're not used to jumping, crouch jumping like that, but you'll get it eventually. And you know, it's just a simple crouch jump. You just got to time it well enough. But once you're through, just make your way through this area here and watch yourself around the area. Just follow the general path I'm taking, because there are some barriers around here that you might get stuck in. So just be careful. I don't recall there being any death barriers, so that shouldn't be a concern. But once you're here, just, you know, jump across the ledge here and you'll be near the AA turret. So this glitch actually has a lot of benefits. It actually lets you skip enemies on legendary, so you don't have to worry about like fighting all the enemies here. You could just skip them. But there's a few things you need to do. So first, destroy the AA turret, or at least destroy the core. Now, destroying it here won't end the mission. It will blow up the core, but the AA turret will be fine. Mission won't end, and it'll keep shooting. So what you need to do now is you need to make your way back into the mission. Just, you know, take the same path you would use to come here, but just, you know, in reverse. And once you hit a certain loading point, then the mission will resume as normal. But because the AA turret is already destroyed, then it will end the mission instantly. So let's see how that works. You know, I'll keep an eye on the sky just to show you that the Longsword does not spawn in anymore. So yes, this is technically a way of preventing it from spawning in, but at the same time, it's you're also destroying like the AA turret early. So it's kind of like a double kind of thing. You're destroying it early, so it doesn't shoot down the Longsword. You know, it doesn't have time to shoot down because it's already been destroyed technically. But at the same time, because it's also destroyed already, you know, the Longsword won't fly in either, so it doesn't spawn. So it's kind of like a mix of both. You are preventing it from spawning in, and you're also destroying the turret early, preventing it from destroying the Longsword anyways. But anyways, that's basically all you need to do to save the Longsword. It's pretty easy to do. But there's one thing you need to watch out for, and this is where the results can get a little mixed and messy. If you're playing this on co-op, and you decide, you know, you're going to leave your buddy behind, your partner behind, and just go on ahead and destroy the AA turret yourself. You know, for example, if your buddy's like lagging behind or something, or taking care of the enemies for you, and you're trying to like speed run the mission or something for him or something, then, you know, you want to be careful when you do this, because there's a couple reasons why. Sometimes, and I've only seen this happen on co-op, I don't think it's ever happened on solo to me before. Sometimes when you get to the AA turret, it stops shooting. You just don't see it fire anymore. And I'm actually not sure why this happens. I have no idea why sometimes the AA turret will just stop shooting. My theory is that it's because your teammate that you left behind actually killed all the enemies in that section, and when you kill all the enemies, the AA turret holds off for a bit until you hit a certain loading point, in which case it fires another shot to shoot down that Longsword fighter. And because your teammate, cleared all the enemies, then that's why it's stuck. And if that happens, you have to revert to the last checkpoint. And I guess you could try make sure your teammate leaves at least a couple enemies alive. But I'm not entirely sure that's I'm not 100% sure that's the exact reason why the turret stops firing. But usually reverting and trying that works. So the other thing to watch out for is once again, if your teammate stays behind and they do leave a couple enemies alive, and you blow up the turret to do this glitch, then you want to be careful, because if your teammate decides to go on ahead, without letting you know, if they proceed to the mission normally, see, I'm just gonna stand here and show you what happens. If they proceed normally, hit the loading point like normal, it will still end the mission instantly and load a cutscene. However, because they approach from that way, the Longsword still flies in and gets shot down just later, and it shows up in the cutscene too. So let me play it in slow motion. This is when he hits the loading point from that end. Longsword flies in, gets shot down, and in the middle of the cutscene, at the beginning of this cutscene, you can actually see the Longsword crashing as the turret is being blown up. So you're pretty much glitching the cutscene even further at this point. So you just wanna watch out for that. But other than that, it's a very easy glitch to do, and usually you shouldn't have any issues with it. But I just wanted to point these couple things out for you to watch out for, just so if it happens to you, you don't get confused about why it didn't work. But yeah, so aside from letting you save that Longsword, it's also really a good trick you can use, a good glitch to make your playthroughs a lot easier, since you can skip most of the enemies, and it's really great on Legendary, even Lasso, if you're looking for the achievements. Because it just clears out the enemies, and you just gotta hit a loading point afterwards, the correct one. If you hit the wrong one, you can mess with it a lot. But if you do it all right, then it's not only do you save the Longsword, but it's a big shortcut method for you. But yeah, so hopefully you guys did find this video to be interesting, and if you did enjoy it, make sure to leave a like as always. Just anything else for me to check out or look into, just let me know in the comments, and I'll do my best to look into it when I get the chance. But other than that, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you all next time. Bye guys!